Hello. Hi. I like to welcome everybody as soon as the camera come on. I know it take a few people to get in a little while, but I like to say welcome to everyone. I know that people are going to come and join the live, and so welcome everyone. Let us know your name and what city or state you're from if you're willing to do that. We just like to get a feel of who everyone is. We know some people from here, but we don't know everyone yet. And so my name is LaShanta,
And I'm Aaron.
and we are just coming forth, just obeying God as He's leading. And so, hey, Michigan. Oh, okay. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So pursuing prayer. Okay. All right. So I'll let Aaron, he like to give people a few minutes to
Yeah, I
come.
can give everybody a few minutes.
Yes.
So just get your notebook, get your pen, whatever you need, because you're going to need it.
Yes.
Just be ready. Yeah.
Yep. So we're just coming on here as the Spirit of God leads us.
Yeah.
Hi, Justine from Alabama. Yes, I know I remember a lot of faces, but there are some people that come in from time to time. That's my first time seeing here on YouTube. And so welcome everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So this actual video, man, I've been meaning to do it for a long, it's been I'd say a week or so. But we just had a lot going on, family, this and that. It's been yeah, you good. We kind of just been getting a little sidetracked, but we made it.
Yes.
And we gonna get this out here. So I'll start with this. So y'all know we did like a little poll the other day. And so we just gonna talk about it. This is a talk, so it ain't. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna talk at you. I'm not gonna teach at you. I'm just show y'all some stuff. This is simply us just having a conversation. So, but at the same time, I do urge y'all to get your pen, get your paper, because it's stuff that y'all gonna want to look and write down and look up for yourself, just so you don't think that I'm lying. I'm half showing y'all what I'm about to show y'all. I want y'all to go back and look yourself so you can write it down, write down what I'm talking about. I always gotta have scripture, so I do got scriptures ready though. But yeah.
Hi, Patricia from Florida.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey. So welcome everyone.
Yeah. So there's enough people, y'all. So we just gonna get it going, man. Because look, everybody ain't got all day. So I know every time we get on here, y'all probably be like, man, it's always something. It is always something. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna always be something, because look at the timing that we in, y'all. It's crazy out here. So much is happening. And so I know a lot of times we talk about what God said, and what God said is pretty much usually the judgment that's going to come when it comes to us. But, we're going to start somewhere different, y'all. So I'm going to start it out nice. It's going to get real ugly, but then it's going to get right back nice. And y'all, I know like a lot of people from, the comments when we had the poll, a lot of people were scared. But we here to show you that you don't have to be scared. This stuff that we are showing y'all, look, we're not going to lie to y'all. We're going to show y'all everything that God's been showing us. We're going to put it, the title of it was putting it all together, connecting the dots. So we just going to put it all together today. Y'all going to see everything we know.
Yes. And I just wanted to say this, I know that these things can be devastating. I know that, the Bible talks a lot about the truth. And that's because Jesus knew the times that will come where lies and different agendas will be pushed out continuously. And unfortunately, we get in these school systems and different things, and they condition our minds to be away. And so when God wakes you up and take you out of the lies to his truth, it can be kind of alarming, because you don't see things, how you've been living your life. You don't see things that way until God wakes you up. And I was talking to a friend earlier. I was like, man, we were in lies. We were believing even the lies in Christianity, and we were walking in those ways because that's what we could understand. And so when we set out to do the 40-day fast and, just submit our lives to God, believing in return that we were going to receive all these things, the opposite began to happen. He began to strip us not only from, the things that we were, jobs and different things. He stripped our mindsets. And so, he has taken us through that process of the wilderness. But the truth is that I have desires to go back like the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's constantly crucifying my flesh going forward and where God has taken me and my husband. And the mindset, just coming completely out of that mindset, like we say, it's only been a year that God has revealed his truth to us. And it can be hard when you live amongst people who don't know the truth, even though they style themselves as believers, even though they have pastor titles and different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to live around those kinds of people, because when you begin to say what God is showing you, they think that you're the one that has a delusion, or they think that you're the one that have a problem. But it's literally us, and sometimes your zeal can go before God, because God is showing you these things and you just want everyone else to see it. But unfortunately, everyone else cannot see the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is not hearing the truth because they don't know the Father and they don't hear God's voice. And so God is showing these things to us, and we sit in amazement, for one, because we don't really hear a lot of people talking about this or calling this stuff out or revealing the truth, and so it's just like we have to really just allow God to download this thing in us to see the world in the way that it really is,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, versus us coming out of the fairy tale lifestyle that we had and thinking that Christianity was just this kumbaya thing. We love Jesus, we serve him, we go after the things that we want in this world, and we just live blessed and peaceful here on this earth. But the reality is that this thing down here is ran by the enemy. And so, even in the Christianity world, he has his hand in a lot of it. And so,
Mm-hmm.
we come on here and we try to reveal the truth, but unfortunately, there are not many who want the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It says that I will turn you over to a delusion because you love not the truth. And when you really know God for who he is and he began to reveal himself to you, you will sit there and look to yourself like, my goodness.
Yeah.
So he don't care nothing about me getting what I want here on this earth, and not like it will begin to challenge the things that you've been taught in Christianity, the things that you've been taught in the world altogether. And so that's where we are right now, guys. Like he said, he's going to talk about not having fear. But the reality is, when God reveals his truth to you, you will be devastated. I had to say it because that's how I feel most of the times. Heart hurting for the people, because people are in deception and don't realize that they don't know the heart of the Father because of what they're being taught. Mm-hmm. And so I'm gonna give it to him. That's really all I had to say. But
wow, you're gonna have more to say. Just let it ride. So yeah, y'all, look. Like my wife told me earlier, everybody comes out of deception in different ways. So the stuff that you see, you might not get it at first, but just stick with it and ask God. Go to God. Go to God and pray about this stuff. But, we just showing you what God showed us and where we at.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it does hurt. A lot of it does make you go,
Mm-hmm.
It will make you think. It will make you question a lot. Because once again, God said the things of this world are not of me. They're not mine. Satan runs this world. And that's what I'm about to show y'all. A lot of what he is running. All right, y'all. So let's get into these scriptures real quick. We got to, first things first, got to get the scripture. Set your foundation, y'all. So, like I said, we starting off beautiful, nice, flowers, everything, y'all. So, here we go. Isaiah 41:10. Read that, honey.
It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yeah. I will help thee, yeah. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
All right, y'all. So I got fear thou not in red for a reason. Y'all, before we even get in this, do not fear. If you know God, says, if you know God, You have no reason to fear. He said, I will help thee. I will uphold thee with my right hand of righteousness. We've been talking a lot about being righteous, going down the righteous path. We talked about coming out of Babylon. We talked about everything, you know. So if you knew, we'll go through all those videos, and we're literally putting it all together. All those videos we had up until now. Let's keep going. Psalm 46, 1-3. Go ahead.
It says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah.
All right, I got it in red again. God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in time of trouble. We will not we fear. Therefore will not we fear. We won't fear if God is our strength and our refuge, y'all. Let's keep going. Romans 8:28.
And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love the Lord. Well, it says God here, to them who are called according to his purpose.
All right, y'all, look. All things work together for the good of them that love God. We talked about the love of the Father in our last live. It says if you love the Father, then he is in you. All right. So if you love the Father, guess what? All things work together for the good, your good, according to his purpose, right? Everybody should know that God's purpose for us is not death, is not destruction, none of that. Right? He's going to keep his people. Let's keep going. Philippians 4:6-7.
Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus.
All right, y'all. Look, I told y'all after this, pray. It says with supplication and thanksgiving. It says make your requests be made known unto God. And it says when you do that, the peace of God that passes all understanding, he will keep your heart and your mind. Which to me, that says if he keeps my heart and my mind, I ain't got to fear because he got me. He knows what's right for my life. Let's keep going. All right, y'all. So that is the good part. All right. And so I'm putting this up because we got a lot of y'all. We laying it all out on the line. We got videos. We got pictures. Look, I'm urging y'all, look, if you're around kids, look, tell them go on somewhere. And, you know, it's going to get a little real. It ain't going to be no profanity or nothing like that. I tried to get everything out that I could. But we're going to see how Satan works in this world. And if we're going to be in a fight, we got to know how the other team is fighting, right? We got to know their tactics, what they're using, all that stuff. So I'm gonna show y'all what God has revealed to us. Some people already know this stuff. So some people, this ain't nothing new. But for some, God told us to wake his people up. And this is what we're about to do. We kind of, you know, we've been nice with the things that we said and how we went about it. But now we're going to take the training wheels off. And we just going to get it rolling. All right. So let's go. Read that for me, honey. This is a definition of predictive programming. This is one of the Satan's. This is one of his forms of witchcraft and manipulation. So get it.
Predictive programming is a theory devised by conspiracy theorists. It claims that the government or groups of elites are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control tool to make the population more accepting of planned future events. Conspiracy theorists claim that in order to prevent any sudden resistance or hostile reaction from the general public, the supreme totalitarian organization keep adding subtle references to its planned future events in popular media so that when that event happens for real, the public is already mentally prepared and receptive to the new developments in the society.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Oops, I'm sorry. All right, y'all. So I'm going to click back on here real quick. And so, well, I'll just put my picture right here. So when we talk about conspiracy theories, y'all, this is what they're automatically going to label you when you go against the grain. When you go against the ways of the world, you challenge what the world says, you're automatically a conspiracy theorist. They call those both worldly and Christian conspiracy theorists. If you don't go with the ways of the world, you are a conspiracy theorist, right? It says right here that this predictive programming is basically something that conspiracy theorists made up about the government. But we're going to talk about truth because there's no truth in Satan. Satan is the father of lies, right? No truth in him. And we know that the media, the governmental systems, people in high places, the flesh and blood that we don't fight against, those people in high places, principalities, all that stuff, guess what? They rule the media. They rule the governments. They rule the air. We're going to get into that tonight. So let's go. I'm ready now. I'm getting hyped.
Take us
all
off.
Right. Yeah. Let me get this off. So I want to show y'all some predictive programming. This picture right here. A lot of y'all already know this stuff. Y'all done seen it before. This is predictive programming. You know, unfortunately, we had some people say that the government wouldn't tell their plans, but they do because they have to. The witchcraft doesn't work unless they get you to agree with it, right? It's not going to work. So what do? They subliminally put it in front of you. They'll have you watching TV. They'll have you watching TV shows, listening to music, radio, whatever. They'll put that in front of you and they'll show you what they're doing. But it's up to you whether you want to see it or not to look at certain things and figure out what they're doing. And this is literally what God is showing us. So look, y'all, if you are part of the social media age, you see a lot of different things called memes. So these are different, memes that pop up. The Simpsons is one. So every time something big happens in the world, they say that the Simpsons predicted it. This is a part of predictive programming, y'all. These higher ups, the writers for the Simpsons, both old and new, are a part of the kingdom of darkness. It's governmental leaders, it's the media, it's the TV stations, it's the radio stations, it's unfortunately it's pastors in the church that are a part of this. Guess what? Both great and small, they are working for the kingdom of Satan. And so we're going to talk about 9/11 a little bit because this is, it moves us into where we're going. So as you can see right here, New York, 9, and then behind it has the Twin Towers for 11, right? Let me keep going. Let me click back over. It's not just The Simpsons. So Cartoon Network, another thing that I used to watch as a kid. You see it circle right there, coming soon. There is another Twin Tower in the back on fire, right? It's not just The Simpsons. It's different networks on TV. They put this in front of your kids and they just let the parents and let the TV teach the kids and show the kids what's going on while the parents are doing whatever,
And some of these things we actually watch, y'all. So it's not like we just finding pictures with this stuff just made up on it. Like you can literally go back to certain episodes, certain movie scenes and see this stuff for yourself.
Yeah, that's why I urge you. So write this down. This is called Johnny Bravo. And you just look up Johnny Bravo Twin Towers. It'll pop up. Look up 9/11 Simpsons. It'll pop up. All right. This is a comic book. This is our predictive program. They're showing you what they want to happen. This is a comic book from, I believe it was 1985. I'm sorry, y'all. I had it written down, but you can actually look up the title and it'll show you what year it came out. 30 seconds over New York. Yeah, they got a plane going right towards the Twin Towers, right? Let's keep going. It's predictive programming. I'm just showing y'all. It's not just in TV. It's in video games, y'all. Super Mario. This is a German This is a German magazine for Super Mario, comic for Super Mario. I'm sorry, a German comic for Super Mario. Not even in America. Guess what? They have the Twin Towers falling down. This came out way before 9/11. Predictive programming. You might say, "Oh, well, they're the tallest buildings in New York. They're bound to make them fall." No, they've been planning this for a while, and it's for a reason. We'll show you. This is your government. This is the government that people go overseas and fight for. They brainwash you into pledging allegiance. Y'all, it's crazy. We are living in a world that's controlled by Satan. All these governments, they're working together. This is a German comic, y'all. Why are German comics predicting something to happen in America many years later? Let's keep going. They have an Illuminati card game. This is real. Look it up. Illuminati card game. So Illuminati is one of the secret societies that people already know runs America. These are one of the societies, other than I don't want to say too much, but the free blank blank blank, the FM. You all know who I'm talking about. Secret societies running America. Once again, we have the Eye. We've talked about the Eye of Ra. We talked about all that stuff on the pyramid. That same pyramid that you see is on the back of our dollar. They have a puppet, a demonic looking hand with puppets. Guess what? The people who are asleep in this world are the puppets.
And that's both Christian and sinner.
Yes. But look, they have both nuke terrorists. They have the Twin Towers getting hit. And then they also have in the card game, the Pentagon. Ain't it kind of weird that those two things happen the same day? They already have it planned, y'all. It's all planned. It's a part of Satan's plan. Not just in America. Not just in America. All over the world. They all knew about this. It has to happen in America because we're the quote unquote leaders of the world, right? Our dollar is top dollar. You got our money circulating through your economy. You're doing good, right? Let's keep going. I got this is Super Friends, the monolith of evil. Take a look at this.
1978, Super Friends TV show, the episode entitled Monolith of Evil.
And this was when, 1978?
1978. Did y'all see that? I'm going to play it back one more time. Did y'all see the pyramid with the eye on it shooting down the towers, right? Let me go back. I'm sorry. I got to hit play again.
1978.
All right. Look, there goes the eye on the pyramid. It's a monolith, but it's shaped in the pyramid. Evil. The eye hits Twin Towers and they fall. 1978. Right? Let's keep going. I got to get the sound on this one. Let me try to get the sound going. I don't think the sound going on this. I don't know how to get it going. It's all right. On this one, so I'm a just look at the title so y'all can go and y'all can actually look this up. It says Rugrats predicted 9/11. And in this video, y'all, she said she wanted a 9/11 surgical kit. Why would she say 9/11 surgical kit? Why wouldn't she say a 911 surgical kit, for paramedics and stuff like that? She's asking Santa what she wanted, and she said, I want a 9/11 surgical kit. And we all know that on that day, a lot of gruesome things happened to many people, right? Man, I'm so mad I can't get the sound to go on here. I don't know what's wrong. But we're going to keep going.
Nuclear Fusion Squad video game.
Do you need the sound on some of these, though?
Yeah, on some of them.
You might try to figure it out now. How to...
Yeah,
bear with us, guys, please. We're trying to get this thing out.
Yeah, for some reason, let me see if I...
I'm gonna miss you, Major. You aren't ready to stay dead. You don't know the rules of the game anymore.
Tell me about it. 8 years ago, this guy was on the hit list.
Budget cuts, dear. Congress blinded us overseas. I was for, and even if that meant recruiting the quote-unquote bad guys here.
It was working earlier, y'all, but you know,
Budget cuts.
I'm gonna try to figure it out.
Operation Honeymoon.
It's all right.
The speakers.
You're running a
and everything.
fundraiser.
Maybe it's my speaker.
1993. World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge.
Okay. I think I got it going, y'all. If y'all can let me know if y'all can hear that when I started. I got the sound working on my end, but just let me know if y'all can hear it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play my phone to it, just make sure, because we gonna get this going. All right, so let me check it out. All right, so I'm gonna hit play.
I'm gonna miss you, Major. You aren't ready to stay dead. You don't know the rules of the game anymore.
Tell me about it. 8 years ago, this guy was on the hit list.
Budget cuts, dear. Congress blinded us overseas. I was forced to turn to any eyes and ears I could find, even if that meant recruiting the quote-unquote bad guys here.
Budget cuts. Is that what this is about? Operation Honeymoon. Fuck me. You're running a fundraiser.
Fundraiser?
1993. World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to scare some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I have no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally. Then I get my funding. Good night, old girl. Timothy, I'll be in Chopper 1.
Once again, y'all, sorry about the language. I try to get out as much as I can, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So y'all see that right there? He just told the whole plan of what they said happened in 9/11. In 1996 is when this movie came out. 9/11 happened in 2001, right? Predictive programming is real. They tell you what's going to happen, but we think that it's a movie. We think that it's entertainment. And then when they do it, we sit back and we're like, well, where did this come from? But to these elites, they say, we told you, but you didn't listen. Right? This is what they do. This is how they do it. And it's just the truth, you know. They sit and they lullaby us to sleep, and they put these different things past us, and we just let it happen. We just let it happen. Once again, both Christian and worldly people. We're so in delusion. Like I said, we just came out of delusion a year ago. You know, it's been a process. But think about the people that's on this line. We got 24 people on this line. Now think about the rest of the world. How many people do you know sit in a delusion? It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Let's keep going. All right.
I'm gonna miss you, mate.
All right. And so this was actually a link to a website, but I didn't want to put it up, so I just put the link for you to see it. And so basically on this link, it sends you to a government document talk about 9/11. And so basically it talks about how they found 4 passports from the crash that weren't burnt up anything. 4 passports of 4 of the people that flew the planes to hit the buildings. All the buildings were jacked up, destruction everywhere. But yeah, how did 4 passports, untouched, perfectly fine passports, get found near the wreckage or in the wreckage? Because they were planted there. Because it was an inside job done by our people, the government leaders, all of them. But they put on a big charade. Like the man said, we're gonna just blame it on the Muslims. Ain't that what they did?
And it had us looking at them all sideways, all kinds of ways. And little do you know, we don't know that these people are having private meetings. Like, y'all think that this stuff that they talk about, the Illuminati, where they have these sacrifices and rituals and different things, they come together all over the world, y'all. You know, that'll be the first thing. Well, why with the Muslims? You know, we start trying to reason why this stuff would happen or why somebody would sacrifice themselves, not realizing that they all have a plan. Like, they literally talk this stuff over. And this like, just like you see with the celebrities, is no different than these people that's running this thing. These celebrities know when they gonna die. They offer themselves up to have that small fame and fortune on earth to die a year or 2 later, because they already know. You know, sometimes we think that the enemy fooled them into signing this contract, and they don't know. Some of these rappers will rap it in their music that they're going to die. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Hopefully this video stays up. You know, we know that even this platform is ran by them.
Yes. YouTube is ran by them. So if this video is down, look, share it while you can, watch it while you can, because I'm sure they're going to take it down. That's just a fact. Where, you know. All right, let's keep it going, because now we have to talk about what that did. Why did they do that? Here you go. This is in 1991, but this is why they did that. So let me take my face off the screen, mute my mic, and then I'll see y'all in a second.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
So I say we must clean the house of white America of racism. Americans who are in the white majority should be proud to stand up and be heard denouncing.
What is at stake?
I think, you know, my mother had an expression: out of everything terrible, something good will come if you look hard enough for it. I think this presents us with some significant opportunities to make some real changes. You know, we are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is the time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. We've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway, I'm going to hush up, Mary, fire away.
All right, y'all. And so y'all see that right there, right? They did these because they have to bring in the new world order, right? And I want to show y'all something. Let's keep going.
I think, you know,
all right. And so look, let me get off the screen. Y'all see at the bottom, about right here, Let me click over about right here. You see how they always have these fact checkers, right? These are for the conspiracy theorists. These are for the people like me, you, my wife, you know. They put these fact checkers on there to make people believe that we're crazy, make people believe that we are not credible. They add these things so that anything we say, it got to be fact checked. And if it ain't fact checked, it ain't right. So when you talk about certain topics on YouTube, they'll automatically fact check it. When you talk about certain topics on the internet, automatically fact checked. Satan wants to silence us.
And then we have to look up the people who are behind the fact checking. That's the kicker there, you know, because we really thinking that these people are trying to give us pure information.
Yeah, it's the truth. Let's keep going, man, because we got a lot to get through. I got like 40 something slides. Let me show y'all this. This is a cartoon that my dad watched as a child. Let me show y'all this. Just pay attention, because this is talking about the New World Order, what they have planned that we see going on today. All right, I'm gonna mute myself and I'll see y'all in a minute.
Attention, citizens! Due to the financial irresponsibility and incompetence of your leaders, Cobra has found it necessary to restructure your nation's economy. We have begun by eliminating the worthless green paper, which your government has deceived you into believing is valuable. Cobra will come to your rescue, and out of the ashes will arise a new order. Citizens of the United States, I am pleased to announce Cobra's Economic Recovery Plan. If you want money to buy food for your children, take all your valuables to the nearest branch of Extensive Enterprises. There, all goods will be exchanged for Cobra currency.
All right, well.
Attention, citizens!
There you have it. All right, y'all heard that. He told everything that even the Bible talks about. It's going to be one world government. Cobra. Who is Cobra? The snake, Satan. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe from back in the day. Some people say, oh, well, they're just telling the future, just a lucky guess. No, they had this plan for a long time. And they've been carrying out their plans while we sat and watched. And some still sitting and watching, you know. For the Christians, we sitting and playing church. You know, we're too distracted with the mess that's going on in the church house. And the mess that's going on TV that they put about the church. And some of the Christians are too occupied with the things of the world. You know, and we miss this stuff. Let's keep going. Let me get past this. All right, y'all. And so this is where we're going next. A lot of people might not like it. Some people might already know, but we're talking about predictive programming for a reason. Disney, Marvel, they work together. Disney is a cult ran by Walt Disney when he was alive. Walt Disney was a Satanist. He was in cahoots with Aleister Crowley, the creator of the Satanist church, the Church of Satan. And Walt Disney had some things to do with NASA, which is one big imagination. Disney is all about imagination. Disney deals with a lot of witchcraft, sorcery, wizardry, all that stuff. All right, so Disney takes hold of Marvel stuff, right? Spider-Man, all them different people. All right, well, I believe this was 2011, right? Fast forward to 2020. What do we have? This is a Corona beer. And then over here, this is the same symbol they use for the virus, right? I'm not going to say which virus it is. It's already on there. This is the same symbol they use for that virus. It looks mighty alike to me. This is in 2011. And they got it in order, though. See how the words are in order? This is what predictive programming do. They tell you, but you got to catch it. It's very subliminal. In the actual video, you can look it up. Type in, get your pen, write this down. Steve Rogers wakes up and goes to New York. Captain America movie. You'll see this scene, and they'll flash it. Really, it's not real quick. Actually, they let it sit on the screen just for a little bit, but you'll see it right there in your face.
Yeah, when they say that our brain is the most powerful thing, it's true. We can store so much information unknowingly, and they know this, that Satan understands this about the human minds.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's watch this. Here it goes. Simpsons once again. Y'all, when you look at this, this tells you the plan right here. It all was a big setup. Well, let me get my face off the screen. I'm going to silence myself, and then I'll meet y'all back.
We're unbalanced! It's not fair!
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
Yeah.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
That is smoking.
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. The only moral thing to do is release a deadly virus into the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't been tested. Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in testing, but
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got our deadly disease. Now we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern. So petter beware, that warm body on your lap just might be ready to destroy your tender fiddles. Springfielders are advised to stay tuned for more information if they experience any of the following symptoms: mild thirst, occasional hunger, tiredness at night.
You know, I don't know when this was ever a good idea.
Hurry up, boy! We have to burn everything the cat touched before the virus makes us paranoid!
Homer! Stop burning! They have a vaccine!
All right, we'll get the vaccine.
Homer, did you know he was in the pile?
I thought he was an old clump of rags. Don't worry, people. We have enough vaccines for one child per family.
I don't even have a kid that I admit
Please
to having.
use your time in line wisely to Sophie's Choice your child.
What a crook!
All right, y'all. Y'all saw it right in our faces. Y'all saw how they had the media They had the media out. I'm gonna put myself big real quick. You saw they had the media, all the media together. Once again, the media is in on it.
It say the stream has been interrupted.
It has been. Wow, they trying to interrupt our stream, y'all. We gonna keep going until they shut us off. But
it already is.
Oh wow. Wow. Should I end it and just pop back on? Telling you we're gonna end it and pop back on.
Yeah.